Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Melissa from Simple Farmhouse Family. Thank you for being here. Today I'm going to show you some of my fruits and how I store them and why I store them. And hopefully this will just give you a line by line so you can hopefully take notes and start stocking up on the fruits that you use. And even if you don't use them canned, why you should maybe start thinking about actually storing canned fruit, even if your normal go-to is fresh fruit like it is for our family. So let's get started. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of April, and it's just so fun to see my channel grow. And every time someone subscribes, I actually get an email because I have such a small channel that they'll send me an email every time someone subscribes, and it's so fun to just see a few subscribers each day. And so help me get to that 1,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Hopefully this will be a blessing or a help to you and your family as you're preparing for uncertain times or just inflation, or just to have the peace of mind that if you were to lose your job or your income was to decrease or things were costing more, that you have a stock up at home to kind of cushion what's happening in the world. So let's get into the fruits today. In my fruit section, and I am going to quickly show you the jellies. Now, jelly is obviously a fruit, but it's also a sugar. And so we're going to quickly go over the jellies I stock. Probably grape is the least favorite of my family, but there was actually a time in 2021 where you went to go buy jelly at Costco and online, and you couldn't get strawberry or their mixed berry jelly online, and it told us that there was some supply chain issues because you couldn't get them. So I do have strawberry. This is what my family likes the best, but at the time I could only get grape, and so I stocked up on grape. And my kids will eat it. It's just not their favorite compared to things like raspberry, blackberry. Here's a few more raspberry, and then a homemade jam here. So these are the jellies I store for the year. And then we're going to come on over here and look at I store. So we're going to look at the fruits I store. And to tell you the truth, if you've watched my video about vegetables, I store a lot less fruit because there's a lot less choices in the store, to be honest. So we store fruit cocktail, but that was making some homemade whipping cream. Kids love it. So this we would buy anyways. My kids will eat fruit cocktail any day of the week that I serve it. But we do like fresh fruit salads, obviously. But if we couldn't have fresh fruit salad, this is a go-to. Actually, all fruits in a can, my family will eat. Different from vegetables. I sometimes have to put the vegetables in from a can in casseroles and kind of hide them. Fruit straight from a can goes well anytime. Pears are good in a can. I don't grow pears on the property. We can get peaches right down the road, so I will can up peaches. But pears are kind of hard to find around here, so it's actually just easier for me to buy canned pears. So I do have canned peaches. We're out of the canned pears that I canned last year because my family loves it. I just didn't can enough. I bought only a small amount of these. I think I bought 8 grapefruit to try because my husband loves fresh grapefruit. But being in the Northwest, we definitely don't grow oranges or grapefruit. And just as a side note before we move on, I am completely out of mandarin oranges. But again, anything in the orange family, grapefruit, grows in heat, and we don't grow it. So we either have to buy it fresh or have it in cans. So my family loves mandarin oranges. We are completely out. I need to restock that. So that's not here, but it would be. It's probably one of the most popular things that my family grabs. Crushed pineapple, I keep crushed. I keep pineapple wedges, and I keep pineapple rings for different reasons. Pineapple is another warm climate fruit that we can buy if we can go to the store and have access to it, but we cannot grow it here in the Northwest that I'm aware of, especially not without a greenhouse. Pumpkin for pumpkin pie. Pumpkin is good for putting in smoothies. You can actually put it in cookies if you're trying to make a higher protein value and less sugar. My husband loves pumpkin. We're not huge pumpkin pie fans, but Making it homemade, I've actually found a recipe that's super good. So I do actually like homemade pumpkin pie better than store-bought. And so we do keep, you know, about 12 to 15 cans a year of pumpkin on hand. We keep unsweetened applesauce and we keep cinnamon applesauce. You know, we have children, no brainer. Kids love applesauce for the most part. My kids eat that. And here's my dehydrated. So let me tell you something about dehydrated and freeze-dried fruit. It tastes really good. My kids go through it really fast. I actually have to kind of monitor because freeze-dried strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries are super good. You can either rehydrate them, but my kids like to eat the strawberries and bananas, which I'm out of, straight from the can. They're that good. Blackberries we don't use as much. This I would put rehydrate in muffins, but I don't actually grab it out too much just because these cans are a little bit more pricey than just buying when it's in season at the store. Dehydrated and freeze-dried apples are delicious. I do have a freeze dryer and we did some apples. They're already gone. They were that popular. So when apple season comes around next fall, I will do a lot more. And so we do have these from prior to having my freeze dryer, but you can't go wrong with dehydrated or freeze-dried. And then also freeze-dried mangoes are really good. So if you're on the fence, I would say you're pretty safe. All of these freeze-dried or dehydrated fruit, what you don't see is bananas because I'm out, are delicious. And pineapple, because I have a lot of pineapple stored up, but freeze-dried and dehydrated pineapple is very good too. The only thing that tastes, you know, if you know, blackberries kind of have a more sour taste anyways. So obviously it doesn't change much in the can. That would be the only one I would say that was probably the least popular. So if you're going to start, bananas and apples are probably the cheapest to go, but you can't go wrong with strawberries, then blueberries, raspberries, and of course mango is very tasty. So those are the fruits that I store, and it's a pretty self-explanatory, but it gives you all the variety you can get. Don't forget mandarin oranges, which I don't have here, or bananas. All very good to have in your 1-year pantry. And then finally, let's quickly turn around to some of the sugar I store. Here we are. So here we are in the sugars. I actually have it a little bit spread out, so please excuse that. But maple syrup is delicious, kind of expensive. I try to keep 6 on hand and 6 honeys. These are 5-pound honeys, so basically 30 pounds of honey. And then these are actually even less. These are only 1 liter of maple syrup. Maple syrup is, I believe, $11.99 at Costco. Maybe it's went up since last time I bought. And a cheaper alternative, of course, is to have pancake syrup, which has, it says no high fructose corn syrup, but this is just, you know, crap. It's some kind of sugar, of course. It is, no, it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup, but look at this one. It does have corn syrup, just not high fructose. You see how they get you there? So this is junk. My kids do eat it. Some of them prefer just, you know, the junk maple syrup, you know, over maple syrup. I will restock these just because they are a sugar if you need a sugar. And then you see I have honey, and then I have the spreadable honey. I don't know if you've ever tried this. I guess it's popular in the South. I ordered it one time in a 12-pack, a case of it. Sue Bee clover spreadable honey, really good. So those are the sugars. And then, so those are the ones you want to think about storing. And then finally, I obviously keep over here. This is my brown sugar. You want to keep a good amount of brown sugar, but even more, either just basic sugar. I buy organic raw. So that's what that's down here. And then I have a big 5-gallon. I keep big 5-gallon buckets of different everyday, you know, foods that we eat in my everyday pantry, which I will give you a tour of one of these days. And one of those buckets is obviously sugar and flour. Also in your sugar would be your chocolate chips. So you could count that. Obviously it's not a calorie dense food. Neither is sugar, not good for you, but it comes, you know, so many baking things. If you needed to, if you think about it, if you could never buy a pastry out again, or candy bars, anything with sweets in it, you're going to want a good amount of sugar, brown sugar, chocolate chips to make all those things at home. Hopefully you're doing that more often at home anyways. All right, guys, that is it for the vegetable and fruit. I did both of those videos today. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. and I will do proteins and carbohydrates, and then obviously one on spices and condiments in the next few days. So look for those videos to come out. So if you subscribe, you'll get notice when I put out a new video. And then I will also get to my everyday pantry, my canning area. It's like a root cellar, but it's not down below. It's just a cold storage outside. And my long-term, I have lots and lots of canned long-term food. I will get to that this week as well. So be watching for those videos. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps. And I'm so excited to get to 1,000 subscribers. I am committing to putting out as many videos as necessary to get to 1,000. So I really appreciate if you would like and subscribe. Okay, till next time, start stocking food for your family or for yourself and for others. Prices are going up. There's no better time than today to start prepping. Thanks for watching.